Hey Lou. Good afternoon, everybody. Alright, so we're back. Alright, so here are the answers to the question that I asked earlier. So, good job for those of you who got yours right, and thank you for participating. So, I'm going to go over what the correct answers are for everything, just so that we know that we're all on the same page when it comes to being safe, especially here, and when we're together, and especially as things hopefully start to open up even more. Alright, so number one. What does it mean to keep physical or social distance? And the answer is stay at least 6 feet from other people who are not people you live with. So people you live with are in your own bubble, like at home, and so you know where they are, you know where they've been, things like that. If they're not feeling well, there's a chance that you should go get checked as well. So, but then there are people that are outside your home that you're not sure exactly what they do. So it's best to keep a 6 foot distance. Number two, if we have a cough or sneeze, what should we always do first? So cover our mouths even when using a face covering, or when wearing a face covering. All it does is you cover your mouth like this. Even with a face covering, it just keeps the distance of how far any germs or anything like that can actually get out into the air and infect any surface or any person that you might be around. So it's a good way to be safe. So cover your mouth even if you're wearing a mask. So number three, while riding in a van, we will one, sit right next to the driver, or two, sit at the back of the vehicle with space between the rider and the driver. Well, the answer is two. So we have to socially distance. It's a good thing. It makes everything safer and better. So just make sure you're sitting towards the back of the vehicle, and we'll keep each other safe that way. Number four, if in the morning when you get up you are sneezing, you feel feverish, or having trouble tasting your breakfast, what should you do in that situation? You will call the program to let staff know you are not feeling well and stay home. So these are very specific things. So if you're because those are signs of COVID. If you have an upset stomach and you might have the flu or something like that, that's fine. If you have an upset stomach, but it's because I don't know, you ate something funny, maybe you have food poisoning, I don't know. But there's still a chance that you could get through the day. But if you really need to stay home, make sure you call the staff and say, hey, I'm not coming in today. Especially if you're sneezing, feel feverish, or having trouble tasting your breakfast. That's one of the big signs of COVID is you lose your sense of smell, which in turn means you lose your sense of taste. Number five, list the three most important steps to stop the spread of COVID-19. Well, we've gone over them kind of ad nauseum, which just means a lot. But wear a face mask properly, covering your nose, your mouth, and under your chin. And hopefully the sides of your face, make sure that you get that secured onto your nose, especially for me because I wear glasses and it helps me not fog up my glasses. But wear a face mask and wear it properly. Number two, keep physical distance from others. So 6 feet. Make sure you're doing that. And of course, wash your hands regularly. And regularly with soap and water. Not so much hand sanitizer. Hand sanitizer is good, but we want to make sure that we're actually washing our hands with soap and water quite a bit. I mean, anytime you go anywhere, you're touching things, you want to come home and wash your hands. We should be doing that because of the flu anyway. I mean, this is something that we've actually talked about quite a bit. And people didn't start enforcing it until a pandemic hit. So we really need to, take this seriously so that we can get back. How long should you scrub your hands when washing them? The answer is at least 20 seconds, at least. And not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That's not 20 seconds. That's not even 5 seconds, really. So it's, 1, 2, 3, 4. And this whole time, I would say at least a good 10 seconds of actually washing your hands, getting everywhere, getting under your nails, all of that good stuff. And then at least another, 10 seconds of just rinsing your hands off properly, drying them, making sure that everything's good. Well, no, it says scrub your hands, so at least 20 seconds of actually scrubbing, and then you rinse your hands. So 20 seconds. Make sure that you're really washing. So I go back on that. So not 10 seconds of rinsing, of scrubbing. That just means getting everything. It might dry out your skin. I didn't before, but I have carried lotion with me. I do now, and that's just because my hands are getting drier because I wash them so much. So if you can't wash your hands right away, you can use what instead? You can use hand sanitizer instead. But again, whenever you get to wherever you're going or get home, or you at a place that actually has a restroom, then use the restroom to wash your hands properly. Okay, list at least 2 ways to greet others that will help keep physically distant. So we've gone over the ways you're not supposed to do. So no touching. That's something, no hand touching or things like that. So major thing you can do is wave. Say how you doing from a distance. Those are 2. Number 3, give a virtual high five, like whack. And number 4, give a virtual hug. Okay, one moment. I gotta take this call. Just kidding, I didn't need to take that call. I thought it was somebody from the office, and it's not. And also you can give a virtual hug. So there are those ones that you can give virtually, but you can also, like if somebody had their phone with them, even if you're there, there's an emoji that you can send them that's just a hug, like a far distance hug. There's also people do the foot tap. That's a little close because that's not 6 feet. So I don't recommend doing that one. But those are the answers. Again, thank you for answering these questions. And thank you for being socially responsible and keeping each other safe. All right, I'll talk to y'all later on.